How to develop your intuitive gifts. All of us can further develop our intuitive abilities. As children, our intuitive gifts are often used; they have not yet been suppressed. The innocent minds of children allow them to be in touch with spirit more easily. Maybe you had a special childhood friend that adults called an imaginary friend, or you have other examples of using your intuitive gifts in childhood. The right hemisphere of the brain is where psychic ability appears to arise from. People who draw on the right side of their brain tend to be more creative and imaginative. The left hemisphere of the brain is responsible for logical and analytical tasks. We begin to draw more on the left side of our brains as we begin school, and that is often when intuitive gifts tend to stagnate unless we do something to nurture those gifts. As adults, we don't like to do things we don't excel at. Our ego gets in the way. I encourage you to really invest some time as you take this masterclass to develop your innate gifts. Our creative work has opened us up enough to be willing to try some things that we might stumble with at first. I'm going to list a number of ways that intuition can be developed and ask you to choose 2 or 3 to focus on this year as you take the masterclass. We will talk about some general ways and some specific ways to develop intuition. Now, you have an idea what clair or clairs come more easily to you. You can think about how to nurture and strengthen your natural abilities and bring them even more into use. The development exercises for intuitive gifts that we will discuss may engage and develop more than one clair, meaning you may be developing both claircognition and clairaudience, or both claircognition and clairsentience using a specific technique. There are so many ways to strengthen your gifts and abilities. You will not be surprised to hear me say that my first and highest recommended idea to developing your intuition is to meditate, and that you are already well on your way to further develop your intuitive abilities because you are now used to quieting your mind and connecting with your own inner guidance. Meditation helps you relax emotionally and spiritually and brings a sense of inner calm. A regular meditation practice helps you develop a greater awareness of your thoughts and behavior, helps clear confusion, reduce stress, and increase your spiritual awareness. Affirmations at the beginning of any imagination or intuitive work will help you to believe in yourself. We've been using some of these, like, I am imaginative, I am expanding my thinking, I am naturally intuitive, and I am strengthening my gifts. I trust my intuition to be there for me at all times. Also, you can ask your guide to be with you and offer you insights as you strengthen your abilities. Another thing I will ask you to do is to journal your progress. Many experts advise you to keep a journal to note your progress as you develop your intuition. I'm using my gratitude journal, but your art journal will work just as well. Another wonderful way to develop your intuition is through laughter. It's a good way to keep your third eye chakra flowing and light. Laughter produces good hormones, so watch a good comedy or read a hilarious book, relax and let your hair down. One of my intentions for this year is to have a daily belly laugh, and I'd love you to join me. Using oracle cards is a wonderful way to develop intuition. When you use oracle cards, they help you understand and trust your own gifts. Over time, with daily use, you will be able to see connections between messages and daily occurrences. Oracle cards can help you to bypass the thinking mind and dig deeper into the wisdom you hold within you. You hold this wisdom at the soul level. This wisdom is your intuition. Intuitive answers aren't always easy to see because the logical thinking mind gets in the way. The thinking mind is limited by what it has seen and believes to be true. Oracle cards can help you see unlimited possibilities, to see beyond what your conscious mind can see. They help you go beyond the thinking mind and its limitations. They help you access what your soul knows to be true about you, your path and purpose in this lifetime, how the universe works, and how to live your highest potential. If you have chosen to do the optional lesson using oracle cards for the purpose of the masterclass, one approach is to pull a card a day. Many oracle decks come with a booklet with tips on how to use different spreads. Feel free to do different spreads occasionally outside the scope of class. So the first step is to use your intuition to discern the meaning. So once you've pulled the card, study it. Let your intuition guide the meaning for a few minutes. This helps train your intuition to lead the way while inviting your deeper subconscious to receive something from this process as well. Notice your reactions. Did any images, words, sounds, or feelings come up as you studied the card? Or did you have a kind of inner knowing about something? Next, you can look in the guidebook. Once you've allowed your intuition to consider the oracle card and noted the intuitive messages, then you can read the description in the guidebook. And then you sum up the main message. So wherever you are keeping your development of intuition notes in your art journal or gratitude journal, make a note of the main message you received intuitively and/or in the guidebook from the oracle card. In the next video, we'll talk about more ways to develop your intuition, starting with keeping your sixth chakra toned.